Hold up. Hey.
Out of wrong.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, let me say something. Are we all crazy people?
No, just you.
Why you say that?
You got on the triple fat goose with a fur.
Wrong.
And you
How is it I'm crazy?
And you had a C-section.
That's D'Angelo.
You know, I know you.
I know you too.
You my son.
Hey, this comedian be titty. The bitches will be titty.
How you gonna say that? Okay, look back 39 years ago. My spirit had your mother, right or wrong.
This Morgan Freeman daddy right here.
I know you my son.
I don't know my daddy. You might be.
Okay, good. See, y'all girls gotta look at Star. Okay, over there on Star, nah. A lot of people know Star Heaven to Speak, right or wrong. I'm Star. Right off the deck.
Yep, I have it right here.
I signed the promissory note
and it was notarized.
You were threatened?
I received a voicemail. I woke up and I had a voicemail from her mom. The message said, if you do not stop talking to my daughter and leave my daughter alone, I have family members that will kill you, find you, and chop off your testicles.
I will state for the record that I did threaten to cut off his testicles and shove them down his throat because he has manipulated her and guilted her.
Going this way, baby's going this way.
So, of course, that in tune, he could never be the man to get her pregnant.
Why were you so angry? Because you heard they were talking about babies?
Oh, no, not at all.
She's mad at you.
Tell me where the freak's at.
Brittany Ortiz is suing Eric Stevenson, her ex-boyfriend, for unpaid cell phone bills. Now, on paper, the plaintiff and the defendant are a match made in cell phone heaven.
Okay.
She loves to text, and you could wear a sign that says, "We'll date," for a phone.
Okay.
Now, in your statement, you say that your relationship with the defendant moved very quickly and that after a week you were exclusive, and you put him on your cell phone, and then a few weeks later you break up with him. The defendant claims it was because of you, Mom. And you say that when Mom found out or got wind of your plans for the future, marriage and babies, that she flipped her lid and threatened to cut off the family jewels.
Yes, she did, ma'am.
All right. Is it true that you, Brittany, were making plans to have babies with the defendant? And he says that you were picking out baby names and, in fact, you were following a fertility calendar. Is that true?
No, I was not. No, that is not correct. I was not following a fertility calendar or anything like that. We had talked about it, but nothing.
All right.
Nothing set in stone or anything like that. There was no pregnancy.
So you may be wondering what any of this has to do with the claim for an unpaid cell phone bill. Now, I'm simply trying to establish who's telling the truth, because she's going to say he owes me for the phone. He's going to say it's a gift. And what you do is you kind of filter through stuff and try to figure out what makes sense, what doesn't sound, legit, and what does. So I'd love to hear this story.
Absolutely.
You dated for how long?
It will be a year this July.
Really?
Ago that everything.
But you didn't date for a year.
No.
You dated for a month.
Yeah, correct.
That's what I thought.
Correct.
Yes.
Now, where did you meet?
We met.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because this is ridiculous.
So why are you here, Mr. Ridiculous?
Because I heard the voicemail that his mom left him when she was hammered drunk.
Hammered drunk.
Yeah.
Do you know her mom?
No, I've never met her. I just heard the
So,
voicemail.
are you familiar with her?
No, I met...
So then how can you say that you heard her voice on the phone if you're not familiar with her voice?
She left him a voicemail.
That's ridiculous. You sit down.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
We actually met on the 4th of July, so
All right, so you liked each other. The connection was immediate?
Exactly.
Absolutely,
All right.
ma'am.
So when does the phone come in?
We needed to communicate because he didn't have a cell phone at the time.
Why didn't you have a cell phone?
Just broke up with my ex-girlfriend for 6.5 years that I dated, so...
What? Was your last cell phone on your old girlfriend's plan?
Yes, yeah.
See what I mean?
Well, hold on a second.
All right, I'll hold on, Eric.
6.5 years is a long time. Like,
What's
we were
that
together.
got to do with anything?
Well, it was easier to pay the bills that way.
What is the conversation, Eric, when she gives you a cell phone?
Okay, so the only way she was able to talk to me is through a landline at my mom's house, but I was always gone, out with my friends, doing whatever.
How about working?
Like, I had to transfer jobs, and I wasn't...
But what job did you transfer to?
I was working at Express Clothing.
Did you actually transfer?
No, I just
Okay,
quit.
so you really didn't transfer?
No,
and
ma'am.
you didn't have a job, and you weren't moving jobs. Did you just wink at me?
Yes. Yeah, that's...
Okay.
So he did
You
get
know
the
what? I
job.
want to hear from your mother.
Oh, please, this will be great.
Yeah.
Your Honor, this is a typical example of an irresponsible punk taking advantage of my daughter. She was doing something nice in their relationship, wanted to have communication with him, got him the cell phone if he got a job. He got a job at Express, but he didn't work that often. He only worked a couple hours, couple days. At that point, the relationship started turning a little sour. They ended up breaking up. She continued to try to call him and text him to get some kind of response of payment. He would not respond to any texts or any calls.
Ignored everything.
At that point,
now, you know that she's paying... Hold on,
Yes, ma'am.
Eric. You know that she's paying for the phone.
Yes.
You break up after a month?
Yes.
Okay, so much for a fertility calendar.
Yeah,
You didn't
see,
even
that is
Okay.
exactly why.
Okay.
All right, so you break up after a month. Am I reading you were working on baby names?
Yeah, we actually laid in bed quite a few times and just laughed about baby names and
It's
looked
always
on the
talk.
looked on the
you know,
computer.
it's always talk.
Do you remember what the baby's names was?
No, I do.
I do, because
What?
it was Josephine, because my middle name is Joseph, by the way.
That's
Yes.
So that's a very cute thing, isn't it?
So you're having a girl, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yes, I want girls, not
Yeah, he
boys.
told me if I would have a boy, he would push it back up in me.
All right, be
You know,
quiet,
something. Yes, ma'am.
because you're going to get yourself in more trouble. I get the sense. Go ahead.
they made a deal. They signed a promissory note. They were in contact. He
Did you
s-
sign its promissory note, Eric?
Yes,
Yep,
ma'am,
I have
did.
it right here.
I signed the promissory note
And it
because
was
I was
notarized.
threatened.
You were
That's what-
threatened?
I received a voicemail. I woke up and I had a voicemail from her mom. The message said, if you do not stop talking to my daughter and leave my daughter alone, I have family members that will kill you,
Oh,
find
that
you,
is
and chop
incorrect. That is
off
not
your
true.
Very
testicles.
incorrect.
I will state for the record that I did threaten to cut off his testicles and shove them down his throat because he has manipulated
I
her
got the-
and guilted her.
Going this way, baby's going this way.
So, of course, that in tune, he could never be the man to get her pregnant.
Why were
because
you
he
so
wouldn't
angry?
have it.
Because you heard they were talking about babies?
Oh, no, not at all.
She's mad at you. Why?
She didn't want her daughter getting pregnant.
Can you
And-
blame her?
No, I can't blame her because...
First of all,
let's
you
pull out
barely
the
have a
guns.
job.
How many abortions did you have, ma'am, when you were a child?
Oh, my God.
15 to 20?
No way! Oh my gosh!
That's the reason why she did not want her daughter to get pregnant.
That is such a
Where did I
wrong-
get this information?
How could you make that claim in this courtroom?
Thank you.
Because I think it's
Unless
her aunt.
she told you herself.
Okay.
That's
Thank
not
you.
only not relevant, but why would you say that?
Because that's the reason she was afraid that her daughter was going to get pregnant. She was going to
No,
make her
if
get an
anything,
abortion.
that would be something that she knew would be an option.
Exactly. That's ridiculous.
That would be an option, all right.
Look,
That's ridiculous.
she didn't like you.
No, she didn't. But she did
Do you
at the
think it
beginning.
had something to do
In
with the fact that
beginning.
you didn't have a job? All right. Now, Eric, this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
signed by you. You agreed to pay $470, which is what they're suing you for.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your signature?
Yeah, the lady told me she was going to have her family members kill
That
me
is
and
a
chop
lie.
my testicles
Dan, that
off.
is a lie.
It's
Your
such
Honor.
a lie.
So why didn't you call the cops?
I didn't call the cops because I don't know. I just
I would
didn't.
never threaten anybody.
Why didn't he call the cops?
Oh, well, that's not his. That's not his
Hey,
business.
they're not threatening to chop off my.
Right.
I mean, it's not my problem.
Oh, my goodness.
Whatever. My bad. Testicles. I'm sorry.
What do you want to say in closing, Brittany? What did you learn from all of this? Mom, sit
lot.
down. Sit down, Mom.
A lot. I
did you
definitely learned a lot about it. And a lot of the stuff I didn't know about him, his criminal background, all that. There's 7
you know what?
cases.
I was ready to close this case.
There was 7 cases that he's had against him.
There is no pending charges.
Eric, what is this?
I'm trying to figure out what that is. I don't know.
It's your criminal record.
I know. I was convicted.
I can tell you a few of them if you'd like.
All right,
to hear
everybody,
them.
calm down, calm down. This is what it says. Driving without a license, 05, 06, 07. Warrant in 09, driving with a suspended license, failure to appear. 07, resisting arrest, misdemeanor, drug abuse, paraphernalia, guilty. Okay?
Yep.
I
Yes,
know
ma'am.
what it says.
I was put on probation for that
I
and
don't care.
successfully
I don't
terminated.
care. Look, here's the issue. You're driving without a license. I'm going to give you a bit of advice. Okay,
Yeah.
Eric? You're a young guy, and you've already been arrested more than once.
Yes, ma'am.
Good-looking guy like you doesn't want to go to state's prison.
No.
Yes. Stop driving without a license.
Yeah.
Verdict for the plaintiff. 470, so ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hi, Ms. Connors, you're here suing Ms. Gordon, and you're saying that she owes you some $1,650. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that this suit also involves a pair of pearl earrings.
Yes, ma'am.
That you say belonged to your mother and was a family heirloom. So how did we get to this point? What happened?
What happened was Patty and I have been friends for a really long time and co-workers at the boutique. And the problem is that Ashley over here misbehaves. She's out of control.
Your Honor, just a second, let me give you a chance. Go ahead. She misbehaves, she's out of control.
Everyone at the boutique knows she's out of control. Patty is not fit to be a mother. She just lets
That's pretty
Ashley...
strong.
Yeah,
Woo!
you
Wait,
see how she
hold
talks?
it.
She does
But
this all the time.
I'm talking, for you to say someone is not fit to be a mother is really heavy. I mean, that's a heavy, heavy, heavy statement. Tell me succinctly why you don't think she's fit to be a mother.
Because she just lets Ashley take control over everything. She follows Ashley's footsteps. Ashley's all in control for everything, and she never gets in trouble for anything that she does. And I'm a good friend. I moved in temporarily to help pay her and help her with the bills. And
Your Honor, that is not true.
That is true. I moved in for temporarily to help with the bills, and she asked me to stay permanently. And so I stayed, and I felt bad that I kicked Ashley out of her room, so I told her that she could play dress up in my room and wear my clothes and my shoes, but I told her specifically to stay away from my jewelry.
Okay, first of all, she said I can wear whatever I want. She said I can go in her closet and I can wear her dresses and her shoes, but she did tell me that I should not go in her jewelry, but she never told me that her mom died.
That's correct, Your Honor. Ashley knows better not to touch her jewelry. I raised Ashley since day one by myself as a single mother, and I have allowed her to express herself.
Your Honor, she is just all over the place, and her mom just doesn't do anything about it. She lets her get away with everything, and that's the thing, is these earrings to me had a sentimental value. My mom passed away, and these mean a lot to me. I can't just go anywhere and get these earrings.
Your Honor.
And so we're talking about $200 to replace the earrings.
Yes,
Do you
I
have some
proof.
appraisal there?
Yes.
Let me see this.
I have proof of the jewelry set with the earrings and the $200 certificate.
All right, so we have earrings, and you're saying that there is an appraisal of $200.
Yes.
And what other pieces do I see in this?
None of the other pieces are missing, just the earrings
Just the
itself.
earrings.
Yes,
All right,
the
and
other is
so-
for the renter's deposit.
And so that's $200. How do we get the balance of the $1,450 then? What else is
the renter's deposit.
The
The renter's deposit.
The renter's deposit.
She needed a place to stay because she got kicked out
No,
from
she's
the last
just
boyfriend.
jealous
All right,
and trying to
hold it
get
just a
money
second.
from
She,
me.
of course, I could have used a couple of help with the bills. So I told her I'd already put the deposit down, and we're all together
Your
growing
Honor,
friends.
she's just
Just
really
a second.
She needed.
Don't interrupt.
I even gave her Ashley's room, and the deposit was $2,900, and I told her do half of that, and she agreed. She signed it. It's right here, and so for
Let
her
me see
to,
that.
I believe, honestly, she's using my daughter as an excuse to get some money back because she got a new boyfriend and she wants to go stay over there.
That's not
She
true.
gets drunk and she comes home
I
belligerent
don't
and
get
she
drunk,
loses
Your
stuff
Honor.
all the time.
Coming up.
So there are two separate issues. We've got the earrings that you're saying are missing. You're saying that her daughter
Yes.
was responsible for the missing earrings.
My mother is, you know, deceased, and there's no way I can get those earrings back, and that's the only thing I had from her.
I understand. Now, let's go to the deposit. Why are you entitled to the deposit back?
Because, you know, she asked me to pay the deposit, but somebody else had already paid, so she was just trying to get money from me.
But you signed this agreement.
I signed the agreement to live there. I didn't sign the agreement to pay the deposit.
Was there not a clause in this agreement about a deposit?
Not that I'm aware
Well,
of.
then why did you pay the deposit?
Because I was trying to be a good friend and help her out.
This is ridiculous. First of all, let me start with the earrings. If I had a pair of earrings that belonged to my mother that were as sentimental to me as you say these were to you,
Very.
they wouldn't be in reach of a child.
This is the thing. I put them up above the shelf, and Ashley climbed onto my bed and grabbed them.
Okay, first of all, I cannot reach that stuff. I am so short. I cannot reach that stuff.
You
That's short.
climb furniture all the time,
I
Ashley.
climb the couch, not the walls.
Why would you allow this child in your room?
Because I felt bad taking her home, and I didn't know she was this crazy wild child when I moved in. We were all good at the beginning, and then slowly I realized what a crazy child she is.
Judge Hatchett's verdict when
You should have been more responsible about those earrings. You should have read this agreement before you signed it. I am not giving you the deposit back. You have made a decision to move out. You all should have been clear about what the terms were before you gave her that part of the deposit. You are going to get the $200 because I think that there probably is some question about where these earrings landed. I can't imagine, even if what she says is true, that you'd be so careless about heirlooms from your mother. So, therefore, I am entering a judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of only $200 to cover the earrings. But you all need to be very clear about what goes on and how this child is being raised. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $200.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the plaintiff.